Now, from the Columbia Basin, your local news source, this is iFIBER 1 News, presented in high definition. The #1 source for real-time local news, local sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. With your iFIBER 1 News team, reporting news in real time as it's happening. From the iFIBER Communications HD broadcast studio in Ephrata, Washington, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Welcome to iFIBER 1 News. I'm Alan Troop reporting news from around the Columbia Basin for Thursday, November 28th. Tonight we report on how communities came together to help a church in Ephrata and hungry people in Moses Lake. And we learn more about a new flavor of turkey. In sports, Bob Kirkpatrick fills us in on teams getting ready for the basketball season. Our spotlight story tonight is about a group of kids getting a jump on working off their Thanksgiving meals. And we have the latest weather forecast for the Columbia Basin from the iFIBER 1 Weather Center. Our top story tonight. For one church, losing everything to crime was at first terrible. Then it got better with the help of the Ephrata community. Here with the story is reporter Jeff Chu.
It was a burglary that devastated Ephrata Foursquare Gospel Church's ministry to help the homeless. Don Prince, Ephrata Foursquare Gospel Church's homeless ministry leader, said an August break-in and burglary of the church's storage barn cleaned out most of the ministry's donated supplies. That's why the church is now seeking community donations to replenish supplies to share with homeless individuals and families during the most critical winter months.
The list that we submitted to the insurance was about $3,500. They took all of our backup hygiene supplies, so shampoos, deodorant, combs, brushes, razors, laundry soap, wet wipes, towels, washcloths, pretty much everything we put in the hygiene packs. Well, we don't keep an exact inventory. I'm going to say he probably got at least 50 hoodies and probably 10 coats and maybe more.
The burglar was apprehended, arrested, and is now serving his sentence, but church leaders such as Prince say they want to forgive, forget, and move forward with the ministry.
We had a yard sale, I'm going to say in June, raised a lot of money, which we were hoping to use for motel stays, which we've been using. And so when we had the burglary, we were very disappointed because each holiday now we've decided we're going to put on a meal for the public. And because of the burglary, that's why we're out asking the community for donations again.
The church's pastor for 21 years, Rory Llewellyn, said the burglary was the first major crime against the church, and it left him and his congregation feeling violated.
Especially the nature of what was taken, because it wasn't expensive equipment or stuff, but it was everything that's earmarked for people that really need it. And today's weather is starting to show us that it's that time of year, and there's some folks that really need that kind of help.
But Llewellyn has faith the church will recover from it, given the generosity of the people of Ephrata.
Pretty much every day when we get here, there's something by the door. There's stuff by the door, and people, of course, are contacting Dawn and wanting to do special side projects even to donate stuff.
The church's annual Christmas Day dinner will still go on at the church's warmly decorated dining room. Prince said the church seeks donations of gifts to give to needy children of all ages at the dinner. Call the church at 509-754-5205 to ask about the dinner or make donations. Donations can be dropped off at the church from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays and Tuesdays at 716 Basin Street Northwest. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
Thank you, Jeff. Samaritan Healthcare and Safeway made today a little brighter for some people in Moses Lake. Reporter Vivian Huang tells us about what they did.
A pile of donated food and turkeys filled a number of carts for Samaritan Healthcare's annual turkey and canned food drive. All collected food and money from the drive benefited the Moses Lake Food Bank for distribution to families in the Moses Lake and Warden areas for Thanksgiving.
We do all the food collection, then they take it down and they separate the food, and they put all the turkeys in their freezer down there. And then on Monday they get a huge amount of volunteers to come down because they get over about 3 days next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they'll have 1,500 to 1,600 families that will come down to get food for Thanksgiving.
Well, I love doing these kinds of things. I mean, it's just really nice to be out there and be supportive in the community. You know, our hospital is a local hospital. We're here for the community, and so whenever we have an opportunity to do things that are for the community benefit, it's what we should do. It's the right thing to do. This is our community. It's my community. You know, it's tough for some of the families, and to make sure that people have food and are able to enjoy Thanksgiving is very personal to me.
Samaritan Healthcare collected $9,484 in cash, 228 turkeys, and 528 pre-bagged canned goods from the drive. For iFIBER 1 News, this is Vivian Huang.
Thanks, Vivian. And we would like to thank everyone pitching in to help others during the holidays. Each of the people you see here has warrants for their arrest and is wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the DOC asks that you not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m. We will be back after these messages with the latest from our iFIBER 1 Weather Center, sports, and more news.